So, good evening, everyone. So, I have posted instructions in the chat box. So, we will be following those instructions while having this Q&A session. So, first of all, I will discuss some basic questions regarding the admission you have, like medical report, joining process, and some other things. So, I will begin now. I hope I am audible to all of you. So, if not, you can write the message and so I can know if I am audible or not. Okay, so I am audible. So if you want, then you can turn on your videos, and I will ask you whenever I will you will require to be uh, unmute or not. So first of all, the question was about the medical report. So medical report is required when you will be joining offline. So most probably your first semester will be online, so you will not require it now. Also, if you require it, then the IST administration committee will mail you all the procedure and all the and you have the format also. So basically it requires you to visit a nearby government hospital. Mostly students visit the government hospital only because that class a gazetted doctor is normally available in government hospitals only. So you can also find doctors in private institutions, but you are not sure about them whether they are class A registered or not. So you have to visit. You just have to take printout of that format of medical certificate, and then you need to go to the hospital. Like you can ask them that for college admission you require these things, and you just need to fill that up. So they will guide you that. And also IST have their own doctors. So what they did with us, like our first semester was also online. So after first semester we were supposed to reach campus as classes were going to start to be on offline. So they arranged a Zoom meet or something. So uh, all our queries regarding the medical certificate and some problems and all, they answered them. So it's not like a factor that you don't like medical certificate will remove out of the college. So main thing is that you are physically fit. They just want to ensure that you are physically fit. So that was the thing. And in your medical certificate, I saw that you will be also required to fill the COVID vaccine because if they want to start offline classes, they must know that you are fully vaccinated or not because they are doing same thing for us too. So this was about medical certificate. So you can visit any government hospital and ask them, and you will get sufficient time also. And regarding some other vaccines like MMR vaccines and polio and all. So if you have your vaccination certificate, then it's a very good thing. But if you don't have, then uh, you can try to convince your doctor, or they will IST doctor will explain you regarding these factors. Like if you don't have your vaccination certificate, then you can first of all convince your doctor that you have, because these vaccinations are necessary for you only, and it's for your own safety, not like IST will gain something. And so this was about the vaccinations. So if you have any questions regarding the medical certificate or report or more questions, so you can write in the chat box. I will see if you are not able to understand still the medical certificate thing. Okay, so I hope that you all understood the medical report thing. Next is about the joining procedure. So joining procedure is also very simple. Okay, there is one question. Okay, you don't have to make any fake certificate. Like even if you have not taken any vaccine, then IST will give you sufficient time like around 6 months or whatever the period of vaccination is. So you can ask IST that I have not taken this vaccine and I need time to take those vaccines. So you can take those vaccine. So this is simple. You don't have to fake any certificate also. And mostly this common thing is that some students have taken their vaccines but they don't have the vaccination certificate. So what they can do, like they can contact the Uh, I will ask you all to please mute because I will ask you whenever it's required. So yeah, you can contact your doctor or hospital where you have. Okay. So you can contact your doctor or hospital where you have taken vaccine, or in some cases, IST also allowed like your parents can sign a letter kind of thing, like saying that my child have taken all the vaccines and we ensure that we have taken. So that's all. You can do that also. That these all things will IST doctor will explain you in the meet. So you can ask them also. I am saying the answers which our batch got when we also faced the similar problems also. So this was about. I think some more questions are there. Okay, so I hope now medical report is clear. So you don't have to worry it now. So whenever the information regarding medical report will be there, you can freely contact IST administration and they will help you all regarding all this procedure. So next is about the joining procedure. Joining procedure is also a very simple process. Like you need only three things at the time of joining. First is your seat allotment letter, which you have downloaded after getting those seats. So once you got your seat allotment, you need that paper. And next is all the documents like class 12 passing certificate, mark sheet, 12 passing certificate or mark sheet. Like some of you have not got passing certificate. So like a character certificate, transfer certificate, all these certificates will be required. So they will explain you, or they will send you a mail like which certificates you need Xerox copy and which you need the original ones. So they will tell you all the process. So first is seat allotment, second is all the documents related to your class 10th and 12th, and third one is the medical report. So as joining will be online, so they will not ask you for medical report now. So only two things: seat allotment on all those documents. So you have to upload it or verify it depending on the situation. They will do that, like just like a Zoom meet. They will have some 5 to 10 students and they will call one by one their names. So you have to just show your certificates by pointing camera to it. So joining process is simple, and all the things like medical examination, joining and all, they will inform you regarding this like in a full mail, not a short mail. They will explain all the procedure. So there is nothing to worry about at this moment. So if you have allotted a seat, then you can wait for the instructions as you have filled your email ID in your registration form. So they will contact you from that mail only, and all the classes details and all you will get from there also. So I hope joining process is also cleared. And if you have any questions, then you can write in the chat box. So I will see. There is a one question like we don't have dates for chickenpox and MMR vaccine. Okay. So, by this question, I understand that you don't remember the date when you had those vaccines. So, date is not a very important part there. You can just write the approximated year also, like just you remember that it's been 2016 or 17 or anything. You can just write the year and approximated date. These things, the IST doctor will tell you all these things. So, this is not of great importance. You can just write year also. When do we have to pay the rest of semester fees? Okay. So regarding this fees, in your joining process only, you will be informed, like you will given a some 20 to 25 days period for paying the rest. For the rest fees, you will be given some timeline, and you just like you paid the first fees, like while take confirming the seat, you will just have to pay the same way. So you will be informed regarding this also. So after this allotment process is complete, all the mails you will be getting then. So they are waiting so that this normal rounds complete and they will send all these mails at once only. Like they will not send individual mails. They will create a common mail ID and send to all. And so they are waiting mainly for this common state allotment rounds to get over. So yeah, I was talking about joining. So yeah, joining will be online. So and also your first semester will be online only, I guess, because you will be starting this semester early because we our semester will be ending around semester December 20 or so. So maybe we will be called after that, but for you most probably it will be online. So all this joining process and you will get those mails. So this was the three main questions which I felt was important to share and was most repeating. So now I will ask you to, if you have any question regarding to, like, we will be following this procedure. Like first we will answer the questions based which are on topic of admission, and then we can shift to the general questions like uh, some other things if you want to know other than the admission procedure. So we will do that later. So if you any of you present here have any question regarding um, admission, so if you face any problem or you have any doubt, so you can raise your hands and I will ask you to unmute them. So there is one more question in the chat box. Who is a class A registered medical practitioner? Can I, surgeon of government district hospital, sign my certificate? So any government hospital doctor is a class A registered medical practitioner. So you can go to the hospital, so they can sign it. But for other tests like some regarding your heart beats and all, you will be required to get it checked. Your eye doctor cannot check it, but he can sign it. So when you will reach any government hospital, they will guide you regarding this. So some basic things will be tested, and then like your heartbeat is normal or not, that thing. So if you have any questions related to admission, then you can raise your hands. And I can't see anyone yet. So okay, there is one person. So you can ask your question.
Which one is better, IISTEC or IIT Palakkad Electrical? I
O-
have got both, but I am in confusion.
Okay. So
And
there,
regarding
yeah.
and regarding, I need some free time in any of the college which I join. Like I want to do some other activities. Like I want to prepare for civil. So regarding free time too, that's
Okay.
my point of consideration.
So your main goal is joining any giving exams related to civil services.
Yes,
IES or IAS.
IAS.
Okay.
Like you can tell me in both the perspectives, uh, IAS or IAS. Like my main target is IAS.
Okay. So according to my understanding, I think IIT Palakkad is a new college. It's not been grown that much. So even if you students join IIT mainly for getting good placement opportunities, and like if you want to join any private firms and all, you can join that. Also, you will get some more exposure and all. So regarding your question, then if you join IIT, then you will have sufficient time. So you can prepare for IS there easily. But if you want to give IES, Indian Engineering Services, then I think IST is little bit better because you will be learning core subjects here in your studies only, and because as you want to clear 7.5 also, now there is no more constraint, but you here you will get help in the studies mainly. So teachers here regarding the core subjects are good. They teach very well, and if you are planning to give IES, then it's good. But if you are planning, like you have decided that you need to give IAS only, Indian Administrative Services, then I think IAS is not a good choice because um, for IAS you need to learn other things also, non-core mainly subjects, not non-core subjects like social and all. So you will not get much time. You will get like it depends on you how you manage, but I will suggest then you can prefer IIT or a good NIT or some DTU like colleges. There you will get sufficient time. So I hope I have cleared your question.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So
And one more thing, what are the what are the requirements to join in ISRO? So the required CGPA, and should we definitely take up the offer if we get the about that certain CGPA?
so I think I have made already made a video regarding this. So you can visit the channel and all the eligibility criteria are discussed there. So in short, I will answer that from your batch, it's not compulsory. Even if you are eligible, then you have a choice to um, not you have a choice to not join ISRO, and you can join any other company, or you can prefer higher study anything. So and regarding some eligibility criteria, it depends on vacancies, but overall you are required to get CGPA more than 7.5. So your CGPA is 7.5, then only you are eligible. And after that, depending on the vacancies, you will get ISRO placement or and all.
Thank you. Thank you, President.
Okay. So anyone else? Okay. Yeah, Kunal, you can ask your question.
Yeah, are the online classes conducted at Zoom?
Okay. Now online classes are going on Microsoft Teams, and it will be conducted in Teams only because IST have purchased the Teams subscription and all, and it's better than Zoom somehow in privacy
Do
and
we
all.
need lab? Do we need laptop for that purpose?
No, for classes you don't need, but in your first semester you will be having computer course, or you will be having in your second semester. So, but for both things you will require a laptop, and in engineering without laptop it will be difficult because you will do other things also. Uh, Depending on your interest for learning, you will require some softwares and all. So, if you purchase a laptop, then it's a good thing. So, there are some questions in the chat box, I guess. Okay, so there is one question regarding the caste certificate that it's in the different format, but as you are saying that in the process of document verification, you didn't face any problem. So just for confirmation one more time, you can contact the administration IST academics contact, which is there on the website. So you will get the most genuine answer there, because even I can't guarantee you that you will face any problem or not. So and yeah, if you can, you will get sufficient time, they will ask you, but if you can contact them before only, then it will be good. Next is, do all who achieved 7.5 and above can go to ISRO? No, it's not that. It will depend on vacancies. Like in some years, it's like just if I talk about 2021, um, in aerospace and avionics, I guess all the students who got 7.5 got ISRO job. But in some previous years, there might be some students, one or two or something. It depends on vacancies, how many vacancies are coming. So 7.5 is a minimum criteria for that. Like if you want to go to ISRO, then you need minimum 7.5. Rest will be all depending on the vacancies. Also from your batch, there will be interview also. So your interview performance will also be considered for ISRO absorption. So yeah, regarding the fee, okay. So I don't know exactly how this fee structure works because I have not been to this procedure before. But there might be two cases only. In first case, you need to pay the fee according to your parental income, So you will get if you get some tuition fee waiver, then according to the amount given in the fee structure, you need to pay that only. Or in the other other way, it can happen like you need to pay the full fees at this time, and you will get the waiver afterwards. It will get transferred to your bank account. So most probably the first procedure will be followed, but I'm not sure about this. I can see a raised hand, so I will. Yeah, Kunal, you can
Yeah,
ask.
how are the online exams being conducted? Are they
Okay.
fair enough?
Regarding first question, how are they conducted? They are conducted on Moodle software. It's a web page or a website where you have to register. They will make your account Moodle, and you will get all the course material and recordings, notes, exams, quizzes, all will be there. So there are various courses of IST only. So they are conducted on that Moodle. You can search also. So um, exam procedure is you can get sometime objective paper, sometime subjective. So regarding the how fair it is, because um, and yeah, you will give the exam on Moodle. You have to upload your answers or take the correct answer like MCQs, but you will be um, invigilated on a Microsoft Teams. You are required to keep your camera on, like just like this, and in front of them you need to write your paper. So mostly they are fair, but you can't. Uh, there might be some case student might cheat and all. So it depends on you. If you manage to cheat even after some invigilation, then you can do. But if you are caught, then you need to face the all the things and all. You might get some um, some problems you will face. Like even in our batch, semester one and semester two, some students cheated. So our whole batch had to face some problem. So that this is about the paper. So I hope I have answered your question. Actually, it's difficult to see the chat box. So those who have question, you can raise your hand. That would be better, I guess. Yeah, you can answer, Ramit Chand. You can ask a question.
Hi, Anmol. First of all, good evening, and I'd like to congratulate you and Jyotirmay and the backend team who is doing this tremendous job. I have been congratulating you over like the YouTubes and all, but when I see this live session, so I'm also taking this opportunity to give a big thanks to all of you. It's a really commendable job, man. That before this, IST was not so popular, and because of you guys, IST is becoming very much popular, and I hope people will be very much keen to join in the upcoming year. So very good job you guys are doing, and I would like to wish you to best of luck and keep the good job.
Good evening. It
So
means really means a lot, and our main goal was that only, that even we faced at time of our admission, we didn't find any guidance. So our main goal was to help other students who will be joining. Also, there was some many negative things regarding the IST. So we thought we will share our genuine experiences, and whatever it will be, we will share those. So thank you for supporting us and all.
absolutely, because me as a father, as you know, Anmol, that I am a father of an 2022 aspirant, right? So this me as a father, and also like the other guys who are also present in this live session, they are also the students. So these are helping both of us, be it the students, be it the students' guardian. So both are very much getting a lot of information from you guys actually. So thank you very much. Now coming to the question, and more like first of all, that I raised this question earlier also, that we all know like the primary job placement from IST is ISRO, right? But what about like the rest of like in case like because you also said that it also depends a lot of vacancies. Even clearing 7.5 does not guarantee like to get a job in ISRO. So in such cases, right, in cases of negative things, like where a student even doing a very good result, still not manage to get a placement in ISRO. So what are the other companies that are coming, and how good are they? So if you can give a little bit of more information on that, it will be very good.
Okay, so according to my understanding, when I saw the previous year stats and I talked to my some seniors, so previous year cases was that like normally first filter is that students who cleared 7.5. So their case was that those who cleared 7.5, almost uh, 90 to 95% of them, or you can say almost all, got the ISRO absorption, because at that time ISRO was still growing, and now also it's growing, but now people are very more fascinated about ISRO. So they have many other options also. But at that time there was no good students available, so they took all the students who cleared 7.5. So till now we have not seen many such students who have like students who cleared 7.5, then after they didn't got ISRO absorption. So, but in case in this year only, I think one or two students in dual degree didn't got absorbed even after clearing 7.5. So for them, till now, as all the good students, I will say good. By good, this I only mean that who have got a good CGPA and that thing. So all those students were absorbed. So for a private company's perspective, they will think that all the good students are already placed. So why should we come to IST? Like we can go to any IIT or something, because we will get better students there. So very few companies visited IST. That was the thing. And so, or also, and also students don't prefer to get job in those companies, because in the core branches you don't get much of good annual package. So that was the case. So what students do, they prepare like if they have some students change their mind after joining IST, like they got some interest in MBA and managemental stuff, so they prepare for CAT exam to join in good IIMs and all. Also, some prepare for GATE examination, IES examination, so that even if they didn't get ISRO, so they have some good backup options. So this normally they do higher education in India or a good foreign college, or other option is that getting a private placement, but that option is not preferable by most of the students. Like they prefer higher education or any source of government job through government examination. So private companies are not coming to IST in bulk. Like only few companies come, and they select only very few students, as students left are also very low in number. So that was the case before this like 2021 or 20, students who passed out in 2020 or 2021. So this was the case for them. But from now onwards, IST have removed the bond. So now a student have a freedom to join ISRO, or they can join any private company also. So now I think, and mostly all people will think that there will be a shift from less number of private companies coming to more number of coming. Like more private companies will come to IST, because now they know that student can join private companies also. And for a good student, a good company can come and take them for a better post and better salary. So this is our expectation and what we think. But as IST didn't have any good private placements before, so it will be like a slow growth. Like it will grow step by step. Like we can't expect directly that in the next placement, IST will offer placement like any good IIT, top IIT. So we need to understand this. We will get more opportunities, but compared to IITs, it will be still less. So, but with some years, it will grow and more private companies will come definitely. So this is my understanding. Because I have not been to college, I don't know much, but whatever I know, I can say this much only. So I hope I have answered you.
Agree, Anmol. Yeah, no, absolutely fine. That there will be a gradual progress, right? We cannot expect that from next year all the companies will keep on coming. So that's fine. Perfect, Anmol. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, next year, not like this first batch will get placement in 2021 batch will get placement in 2025. So from
Exactly.
2025 we can see private companies. Before that,
Exactly.
we will see, because even when I will be getting graduated, even I will not find any good private company. That will be the case most probably, according to me. But let's see what
Right.
happens. As more people will know, then they will come to IST, because I think IST have some good students, and they deserve to be getting placed in good companies.
Definitely. I agree. Thank you, Anmol.
Okay, thank you for coming. So if anyone else have any question, then they can raise their hands. I have not seen the chat box for a while. So if your question is not answered yet, you can raise your hand and ask. Yeah, Kunal, you can ask.
Yeah, when will our first semester going to end?
Okay. So when you will be joining, so they will send you a calendar, like it will be listing all your holidays and all your exam schedule. Like you will be having three exams in semester. First two are quiz one and quiz two. You can consider them as mid sem, and then you will be having end semester exam. So normally this as due to COVID, they have changed the calendar little bit, like to manage this delay. So you will get those details in the calendar, like when it will be ending and all the holidays and all the things. So our ended around March, I guess. Yeah, it ended in March. So anyone else? Yeah, you can ask her question.
For aerospace engineering, which one is best, IIT or IISc?
Uh, Actually, your voice was not clear. I think you meant aerospace at IIT versus IST, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think I have answered this before in some video, but okay, I will answer one more time. As you know, aerospace engineering is offered in only four IITs: IIT Bombay, Kanpur, and other two IITs. I don't remember exactly, but it is offered in only four IITs. So, um, at the time of your admission, if you have options in your hand in IIT and IST both, so you need to decide first, like what you will what you want with your college degree and after your college degree. So some students have priority in life that they need to explore other things, like some other fields also, other than aerospace subject. They want to explore some startups, some cultural things, and other things also. Like you can find n number of things. So for them, IIT is a good choice, because they are not sure about aerospace yet. So in IIT, you will get a good option to explore. But if you and also you can change your branch from many other choices available, like mechanical, electrical, biotechnology, all of this, like whatever you want. But in IST, you have only three branches. So you should come here if you are definitely, like, almost sure that you want to pursue aerospace only. And also second thing is that what you want to do after your graduation. Some people have their preference that they want to work in any government organization. So for them, IST is a better choice, because uh, it's a only college in India that give you like a good percentage of chance to getting placed in your ISRO. Because for any other college, you will need required to be giving ICRB exam, and it's a difficult exam because students from all over India give that exam. But in IST, they come directly, so you have a good chance. But it doesn't mean that it will be very easy. You will be required to be learning, and like it will be a difficult process, but not as that difficult, which is ICRB exam. And those who students who prefer like some good private companies in aerospace. So for them, I think definitely IIT is better because they have established contact in the among private companies. So you will get a very good chance there to join any private company if you are good in your branch and your field. So this was overall comparison. So there are only 2 points. So you can consider these points and think about it, what interests you and what you want. So then you can decide. I hope I have answered you.
Thank you.
So is there any other question? Yeah, Kunal, you can ask.
What about the practicals in online mode?
Okay. So what I actually decided in our case, like we didn't had any practical in our first semester. So they only conducted computer practical because it's just you need your laptop and you can do it from your home also. So we only had computer practicals, and rest some subjects like physics and all. They didn't conducted any practical because they said they will conduct it in offline. Whenever we will reach offline, they will conduct it simultaneously. So when we reach our campus in second semester, so we continued our labs of second semester and first semester combined because it's not that much hectic in first 2 semesters in perspective, because all these things you have learned in your 12th only, like basic concepts, so we did, but after some 1.5 month, situation was not good, so we were sent back to home. um, so we were not able to continue our labs. So what they did, they um, they then changed, like it's 1 year, so they have to continue do some conduct labs. So what they did, they conducted an online short course, which is somewhat gave you a small amount of lab experience. So we did that, and they ensured us that if we are interested, we when we reach, we can do perform all the labs, and it will not be graded. Like it's not compulsory also, because we are graded on the examination which was done on in between these days. So when we reach our campus, if we are interested in doing any lab, we can say to them that, like we can say and we can ask them like we have to do this. So they will arrange all these things, but it's not compulsory. It's based on our interest. So this was about the labs. I still see some questions in the chat box. So I will request that, like, if you can ask by raising your hands, it will be better because I have not seen. I don't remember what was the last question I read in the chat box. Yeah. So anyone else? Yeah, Lokesh, you can ask.
Are clubs active in IST?
Okay. So there are some clubs which are little active, and some are very inactive. I don't know, maybe because COVID or general situation, but you can consider a worst case like general situation, they are inactive. But I felt that the club thing mainly depends on you and some of your friends and all, because if you are interested, then you can find some other people also doing same thing, like some basic things, music, dance, chess club, like some other club, astronomy club and all, like we need some active members. So there are two type of clubs. One is academic kind of club, like which requires you to be studying something and doing some project and some practical work. So those clubs are a little bit active. Uh, there is a one good club which is active forever, you can say. It's S-Space, and they are doing some great things. And also there is Aero Club, which is also active but little less active in comparison to S-Space. So other clubs are music and all, but club requires members to participate. So as IST have very less number of students overall, so very less people participate, and all, it's not a very big kind of thing, big member, big club also. But if you are interested, then you can find other people, and there is a music club which is also active, which I see in my first 2 years. So they are doing some work. So you can join them. But in IITs, they are very established club. Like it will be running forever. It doesn't depend on you. Like they will be doing some events and all. But here also you will find it, but frequency is less, and participation is also little bit less. But enjoyment is also like you will enjoy definitely if you are interested. I can assure you that only. So I hope I have answered. Okay. So the last question in the chat box is, do we get a college mailing? IST. Yeah, so IST have its own mailing system. So you can they will give you IST mail. So yeah, you will get a college mail ID. About this is how are the lecturers and teaching staff? Do they explain well? So yeah, I think according to my experience, teachers and lab staffs are most of them are really good, and they really want to teach you. It's not like they are teaching forcefully or something. And regarding understanding, like it happens sometimes that teacher is teaching very good, but still you will not able to understand because uh, you will understand, but you will not feel that satisfaction which you are feeling for other teachers. So this is the case for all the colleges, but I personally feel that as students number is less, so it's very easier to reach a teacher and lab staff. So you can contact them anytime, like after the class also, and ask them doubts, and they are really helpful in these things. Like for academic perspective, it's very good. And yeah, that's all. How much percentage of chance that we can get into ISRO after IST? Yeah, it's not some prediction website or like that. Mm, it's not like it depends on vacancy. Like I said, so it will be definitely from the past year records. It is definitely 50% of students have been into ISRO from all the branches. So from past, you can consider this as a minimum. So like last year, it was some 70 to 80%, I guess. So it varies every year, but you can consider minimum as 50%. Okay, our first year students allotted separate hostel than other batches in many colleges. Yeah, so when I went to the campus, so one hostel was for boys, I am talking. Uh, in our hostel, all the students were from first year only. So yeah, most probably for safety and all, like you will get a separate hostel from seniors. And is the college closed for all the students, or there are some fourth year students at campus also? So I think there are some fourth year students, but definitely there are MTech and PhD students studying there and doing their work. So there are around 120 students still there in the campus. Also, some 3 or 4 students from our batch are there. So Yes, there are some students in the campus. Is hostel allotted for all the students? Yes. For undergraduate, it's compulsory. Hostel is compulsory for all, and you need to stay in the hostel only. Are students allowed to visit places outside the campus? Yes, definitely you can visit. Most probably students go outside in their weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, it's holiday, so they go outside because the main city area is 1 hour uh, from IST. So for saving time, they mainly go on weekends, but you can go after asking permissions and all. So you can go in weekdays also if you have some work or so. So is there any more questions? Do dual degree students get to go for internship? Okay. So I'm not sure about dual degree, but for aerospace and avionics students, they definitely go for their compulsory internship, compulsory or like official internship after third year. It's some 2 to 3 months period. You can go, but for dual degree, as it's a 5 year course, they might go for internship after fourth year. But I'm not sure that do they go or not, because it's more kind of different course in comparison to aerospace and avionics. So I'm not sure, and I'm not in position to answer this now. In general, in which month the course ends, and we got no. Sorry, I don't know. You can't say the month exactly what when it will be ending. As COVID, due to COVID, all the calendar is changed now, so you can't say it from the previous year trends.
No.
So there is one question like uh, medical certificate will not hamper the admission in case there is some problem or not. Okay, so if you are medically fit, like if you don't have any permanent disease or like non-curable disease, something like that, or some like you can see the medical certificate in the PDF, like so you can read that, and if you think you are passing all these criteria, so I don't like you will not be facing any problem. Like vaccination is a simple thing. They will not cancel your admission based on vaccinations, so you can avoid that. But regarding some diseases, like for eye also, you just need a like 6,6 and 6,9 vision. So if even if you are having specs, you will not face any problem. But only problem is that for incurable diseases, so for that you might be disqualified from the admission. So, but that is case for any engineering college. Even in IIT, if you are having any incurable diseases, then you will be disqualified as you make your medical certificate in JOSA counseling also. So procedure is similar like that. Just they ask some more things also. Okay. So I have to mail IST regarding the STEM hmm, required for state scholarship. Should I mail IST administration or IST academics? Okay, I am not sure about how it works. So you can try mailing both in the one mail, like you can tag both of them. Okay, I want to know about job opportunities. So in one of the questions asked before, I have answered it. So the main job opportunities is ISRO absorption only, but in some when you guys will be getting placed, like from for students getting admitted this year, so you will be seeing some good like you will see some more options in private also, private companies. But main job opportunity is ISRO absorption. how much holidays do we get in a year? Uh, um, Saturday Sunday is a holiday, but we didn't get Saturday Sunday holiday in our first year because due to COVID, our calendar was also delayed very much. So they conducted class in Saturday also. But all the government national holidays, you will get those holidays and plus Saturday Sunday in case you are lucky. Is there any specific medical criteria for ISRO other than those of IST? Yeah, it is. Um, Other than IST criteria, I think color blindness is a factor because uh, at the time of your ISRO absorption, they will check for that also. But uh, for color blindness, they don't reject you, according to my knowledge, but I'm not sure. They just give you a different department which is suitable for you. But I'm not sure. You can still confirm from any higher authority person. It will be more better. So if there is not any more questions, then we can wind it up. How IST is too different than ISC? To be able to explore other space agencies after getting out from IST. Okay. So first question is how is IST too different than ISC? It's not different. Both are colleges, but according to my knowledge, ISC offers only Bachelor of Science courses in undergraduate, but ISG offers BTech courses also, like BTech in aerospace and BTech in avionics. So that is the main difference, first difference, and both are research focusing colleges, but IISc is more focused to mm, IISc is more focused to research according to what I think, and it's a good college also. So like comparison is different little bit because they have mainly UG. In UG they have mainly Bachelor of Science courses. From MTech and all, they some have technology courses also. So next question is, are we able to explore other space agencies after getting out from ISG? So in India, you have only one space agency, which is ISRO. So you can explore that. Like most probably, you will be exploring if you are in ISG. But for exploring other space agencies, so uh, every country have their one space agency. Popular are NASA. For Russia, there is one, and some those. So you can explore that, but in any for joining any space agency, you need their citizenship of that country. So you will be requiring that. So then only you can explore. But also, as some startups are growing, so they can be also called space agencies because they are working in space sector and somewhat similar to space agencies. So you can explore that. India is also emerging with some good startups, and but also in other countries, also you will require their citizenship. So you have options, but space sector requires you to be more technologically talented, and your concepts and all should be like basic concepts should be very clear how these things work. So every industry requires this. So yeah, that's all. Like you will get chance, but the main chance here is for ISRO. I hope I have answered. Is SpaceX possible after IST? No, not at all, because SpaceX, even for joining in SpaceX, you need America's citizenship. So SpaceX only recruits from their country. So it doesn't go for campus placements in India or any other country. So what you can do is that you can do BTech here and BTech in any college of India. For bigger perspective, you can do any BTech here, and then you can go for higher education in America, and then after that you can try to get job in SpaceX. That is the only way I can see. And other way is that you can do your BTech also from America. You can do that also. Okay, so is there any more questions? If not, then we can. Yeah, I appeared for JEE Advance only because the for getting admission into IST, JEE Advance is a compulsory thing. So yeah, I appeared for JEE Advance. Which is better, ISER or IST for physics? Okay, so it's a very good question. So yeah, so in ISER, the most of the case is that they are this ISER is a very good college and they are focused in the science, physical sciences like uh, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and all. So what is a general thing there is most students in IST, most students get chance to work in ISRO. What happens there is most of the students get direct PhD offers from very good colleges, from very good foreign colleges, foreign colleges and Indian colleges both. They get like direct PhD offer. It's kind of um, you can say sponsored kind of thing, but I don't know the exact thing like it's fully sponsored or not. But yeah, somehow they get PhD options in a very good foreign colleges. So if you are planning for higher education and uh, if you want to study in any good college worldwide, then I think ISER is better. But in IST, what happens is that like ISER also offers 5 years physics course and IST also offers 5 year physics. But after 5 years in IST, most of the students get into ISRO. So you can also perform. You can also do higher education after joining ISRO, which will be fully sponsored by ISRO. But it will be only limited to India. So you will get your higher education from any good Indian college, and then you need to work in ISRO. So it's like that. But in ISER, you can go for any good college worldwide. But the similarity is that in both the colleges, you will be required to work very hard, and getting a PhD offer from very good college worldwide, it's a very big thing, and you will get only when you deserve it. So but in colleges like in such good colleges you manage to do that because the environment is very good related to studies and all the things. So I hope I've answered which is better. Both are good, but the graduation outcome is different. One offers higher education. You will also see some ISO students joining doing jobs, but most of the students which I have heard is that they go for PhDs. Next question is what is the least rank to secure in JEE Advanced to get seat in IST? Okay, so I have already made a video regarding this, like cutoff video, and so you can watch that. And for general category, last year it was even 11.6K rank, and it can vary little bit. And um, for this year, the admission process is not yet over. So after that only we will get to know what was the closing rank for this year. So yeah, you need to wait a little bit to know cutoff of this year. But least rank is like um if you are aiming for IST, then try to get rank under 10K. So in for a rank under 10K, you can get any seat, any of the seats. Sorry, not any seat. In aerospace, you are required to get little more good rank. Okay, so I hope I have answered all the questions. And in case you have missed some questions or answers of those, like answer of some of the questions, you can watch this recording. I will be uploading this recording on the YouTube channel. ओके सो हाँ, वेबसाइट पे जो भी रैंक्स पब्लिश है वो स्पॉट राउंड के रिजल्ट्स को इंक्लूड करके, सो दैट इज द फाइनल रैंक which a student got to get admission in RSU. So it includes overall ranks of all the students. Okay, so we can wind up this session.